Well, clearly we were disappointed with the outcome on Saturday. You know, we just got to find a way to make a few more plays. The effort was good. Thought our guys played hard. It's like any football game. You could probably take 15, 20 plays and turn them different, and the outcome would have been different. But that's not the case. So we're sitting here. I think the last 5 teams we played are 27-4, and we got another one coming in that's top 10 is 6-0. So that makes the last 6 games 33-4. So we're playing good teams, and you know the games are close. We just got to find a way to break through and win one. So maybe it's this week.
Seems like Ricky June has made some strides in the last couple of weeks. What have you seen, particularly out of him?
I think he's made some plays in different games. You know, we've also had an opportunity at the end of a couple games to make plays, and we haven't made them. But all in all, I think that he's played fairly well and given us a lift at times.
Coach, it seems like the passing game hasn't been there this year as much as last year, only about 47% completion percentage. Has that just been Justin not making throws? Have the receivers not been open?
I think it's always a combination of things. Protection's been awful, and some of the percentage is down where he has to throw the ball away, sometimes just to avoid sacks and stay out of it. I'd have to look at the numbers. I think yards per game is probably right on or pretty close to where we were a year ago. You know, we're probably not scoring as many points as we did a year ago. I'd have to look, although it's probably close. I think we're second in the conference in scoring offense. We just hadn't got enough. It's like I said, there's a really fine line between winning and losing. You know, we win at Duke, which we had every opportunity to win, and we didn't. You have to give Duke credit, and they're 5-1. There's a lot of people hadn't beaten them. I think anybody who saw the North Carolina game knows we had a chance to win that game, but we didn't. You have to give them credit. They made plays. We didn't. We couldn't get it in on the goal line, couldn't get a stop. And the same with the last game. You win those 3 games, you're 5-2, and it's deja vu. You know, 2 years ago, we'd have scored on the goal line, or we'd have picked the ball off when they threw it to us on the goal line. The guy wouldn't have made a 56-yard field goal, and we'd have got the ball at midfield and went down and probably won the game. You know, so that's how fine the line is. Now, there's 10 to 15 plays, and when you're playing good teams, I would venture to guess that nobody else in the country has played 5 teams in a row that would be 27-4, and 6 teams that would be 33-4. We knew it was going to be a tough schedule, and we haven't won any of the close games. I would venture to say every game except the Clemson game, we've been right in the game in the 4th quarter. We just have to find a way to win one. We haven't found a way to win a game, make plays when we have to. Saturday, you know, we got the ball with the game tied. We come up and make a first down on a little pass play to Marcus, and we get an offensive pass interference penalty. I mean, you know, we're not even supposed to be there. The guy's running off. I mean, some of the stuff is you can't explain. You know, we missed the quarterback the play before they kicked the field goal. We miss a tackle, and he gains 4 yards. If they're 4 yards further back, they probably don't even try it. You know what was going through my mind on Saturday when he lined up for the 56-yard field goal? Truthfully, the kid was 5'8" coming into the game. His long field goal, I think, had been 45 yards. I'm thinking we're going to get the ball at midfield and go win the game. I couldn't believe I didn't think he would kick it. But to his credit, he knew exactly what he was doing. The kid made it. You know, so that's what I'm saying. You got to make some of your own breaks. Adam Gotsis broke scot-free, and he kicks it in the A gap instead of the B gap, or he blocks it. You know, and that's the line between winning and losing sometimes.
It seemed like Mikel, you can see the strides week to week now.
Yeah, he's getting better. I think, you know, we were playing against the number 6 defense in the country coming in, and we were playing with 5 freshmen. And those kids played pretty good. You know, do they do everything right? No, but they played pretty good. We averaged almost 9 yards a play.
Paul, when you talk about those fourth quarters and all these games where you were right there and so forth and not making the play or the couple of plays that need to be made, is it fair to say that that comes down to a moxie and experience and not as much of it as you had last year?
I think probably experience certainly factors in. You know, I think truthfully, if you look at the season, it's like I said after the game. You know, I don't know that there's a huge difference between last year and this year, with the exception the offense is not quite as good. I mean, we weren't stopping people last year either. We were getting turnovers or getting, you know, we were getting some of those, and offensively we were this much better, and we could score more. And how many times at the end of the game do we make plays to win? I mean, I can go all the way back to the Georgia Southern game, the Virginia Tech game, all those games early, where guys made plays, and you know, I mean, we take the ball down and score, and it's been both sides. We had a chance against Duke where we get a play to go score, and we can't make 3 yards in 3 plays. You know, we've had a chance to hold the other team. This was the first time I think the other team hadn't scored right before halftime. You know, those things. I don't know. Our average starting field position on Saturday was the 17-yard line. Our own 17. I don't know if I've ever coached a game like that. They ran 67 plays, 68 plays. They didn't have one minus yardage play out of 68 plays, not one. I've never been in a game like that. I mean, it's just things that, you know, we're not making any plays. In the fourth quarter, we had the ball and then we were backed up. We got it on about our 8-yard line, but we got a chance with the score tied. We, you know, maybe miss a couple reads or whatever, but we're going to get the first down. We fight our way back to claw to get the first down, and then we kill ourselves with penalty. You know, last year we wouldn't have done that. We'd have took the ball and probably went down, and we'd have kicked a field goal with no time left, or whatever. So there's just a fine line between winning and losing if you're not dominant, and we're not a dominant team. We weren't dominant last year. You know, we found ways to win, and we get contributions from everybody. Very few people we play, we're just going to line up an out-athlete. You know, we've got to play.
Paul, you'd addressed Justin having a good week last week in practice. You know, some stuff, the ball came out, but you know, he had bad protection.
Yeah, we had a couple critical turnovers.
But the guy, he played
he played really well. He did. He played well, and you know, made some really good reads and did some good things. It looked like our offense. You know, I said after the Clemson game I didn't recognize what I'd seen. Last week I could recognize it. I mean, it looked like us. I thought Marcus Marshall gave us a big lift too. He's another guy that can give you a big play. Now, there's things he's got to do a lot better, but you know, at least when he gets the ball in his hands, you got a chance for a big play, and that gives us another guy with that.
With Marcus and the things you mentioned, he's got to get better at. Ball screen is
Blocking.
one of them. Blocking. Okay.
Yeah, blocking, pass protection. Yeah.
Is it him not recognizing things? I mean, obviously he's new to it.
Being a freshman.
Yeah.
No, it's a physical, fast game. He's 18 years old. They're a little faster and bigger than they were in high school. And he probably didn't have to block in high school. He was just back there getting the ball and pass protection-wise and those kind of things. It's not stuff he can't do. He's very capable. He's just got to experience it and do it. Yeah, it's really his second game of playing a lot, too.
As much as the record says what it is, you feel like things are not as bad as people think.
I don't think we're a bad football team. I don't think we're a great football team. But, you know, a bounce here or there, all I'm telling you is we've played some pretty good teams. I mean, and you don't have to take my assessment, take the record. They're 27-4, the 5 teams we played. So a lot of people have struggled with the teams we just played. Now, does that mean that, you know, now the next one coming in is 6-0? I would venture to guess that it's been a long time since anybody played 3 top 10 teams in the 6 games in a row. And the other 2 are in the top 25. That's a pretty good stretch, and it's a really good stretch when you got the injuries we got and the freshmen we're playing and the struggles. So, are we playing as well as we'd like to? No. I'm not saying that's an excuse we want to win the games. I'm just saying it is what it is. You know, you could have a different schedule and be 5-2 and not be near as good a football team as you are at 2-5, and nobody would know.